This is Mauritania, 10,000 kilometers away from Japan. I decide to spend a week here alone. What stretches out before me is endless desert and rugged cityscapes. What is normal in Japan has no place here. I wonder what encounters await me on this soul journey. Today, I'll share this journey with you. First, let me share some challenging experiences. I had no budget for this trip. Actually, I never have much money. Therefore, I'm always focused on saving money. So I use the same transportation as the locals. In Mauritania, you can choose to sit inside or outside on public transport like shared taxis. Some people may dislike sitting outside, but in reality, it feels open and comfortable. Inside, you need to be cautious. Drivers want to take on as many passengers as possible to earn more money, so the inside gets incredibly cramped. It reminds me of my home country. As a skinny Asian, I was packed into tight space like a puzzle piece filling a gap. My backside hurt. These forms of transportation were harsh, but they were always accompanied by beautiful scenery, so I forgot about the harshness. The Sahara Desert is also very hot. Be careful when walking. Sometimes I walked in scorching 40 degrees Celsius heat. Don't forget to bring water in such conditions. I envy my friend's air-conditioned room while chatting. Next, let's talk about accommodation. I stayed at the cheapest hotel in each town. Although the nights were cool, the rooms lacked ventilation, so I recommend sleeping outside. I slept outside, the bugs didn't really bother me. It's helpful to have mosquito net. Many places have them, but desert hotels often don't. When you sleep outside, you can drift off while counting shooting stars. It was incredibly beautiful, but be cautious of malaria. In small desert town, food and cash are hard to come by. Withdrawing cash from ATMs was also a struggle. There were only options in Arabic and French with almost no ATMs that supported Japanese. Also, there were no places that accepted MasterCard. So, to avoid a situation like mine, I recommend carrying a lot of euros. Next, let me talk about discovering different cultures. I experienced a different culture, especially in terms of food. This is chebjin. It's a rice dish with fish simmered in tomato paste. In Japan, we have sushi, which is also a mix of fish and rice. It's just placed on top. On the other hand, this dish has spice mixed in, creating a rich flavor. Pasta dishes also fill the bellies of desert dwellers. The drinks were also excellent. In my country, we have a cow's milk, but here they use goat's milk. It provides essential calcium for surviving the harsh desert. Along the way, I visited a soccer cafe and had some chicken. I cheered for a team I didn't know, but I felt a sense of unity with the people of Mauritania. I was surprised to see cars that were barely operational. In Nouadhibou and Nouakchott, used cars are the norm, and many vehicles lack proper maintenance. The harsh desert environment and the economic situation contribute to seeing worn-out cars driving around the city. At the same time, I was impressed by their attitude of varying things. I saw several cars sparkling along the way. It felt like Mario Kart, which excited me as a Japanese. Look at this sign. When I first saw it, I thought it meant beware of missiles. I thought it was because there was a military facility nearby, implying a risk of something flying over. However, it was just a clothing sign. We don't have it in my country, so I got a little nervous. But given that there were countries nearby with missiles, it might be necessary. During my travels, I also observed people living in these harsh climates. When I was in elementary school, I would cry if sun got in my eyes. But they live and slave in these harsh conditions. In Mauritania, desertification caused by climate change is progressing. As a result, agriculture and water resources are decreasing and life remains tough. Even though people work hard to sustain their daily lives on this land, I was deeply moved by their attitude. What left the strongest impression on me during my travels was the interaction with local people. It's rare for a Japanese person from the Far East to travel in Mauritania. I didn't see a single Japanese person or even any other Asian the entire time. So I was worried about whether I would be accepted by the locals. Although I was scammed a few times along the way, most people welcomed me warmly. Many people thought I was a kung fu master. Well, I'm actually skilled. His berry tricks were also amazing. I'm not very familiar with soccer and baseball rules, but they told me about them. I'll never forget playing soccer in the desert. And we also caught a little gazelle together. Driving alone through Mauritania gave me an experience that was deeper and richer than I ever imagined. The warmth of the people I met there, it might not fully come across in the video, but if you felt even a little bit like you were traveling with me, I'd be happy. Where should I go next? If there's somewhere you'd like to see, please let me know. See you on the next journey.